Tony Tello from 520, 522, and 528 Cleveland Street. I know I stood here before and I gave you a brief rundown of what I've done and what I'm trying to do for the downtown. Uh, I think now you guys can truly see what we've done for the downtown. If you walk by there Thursdays and Fridays, Thursday, Fridays, and Saturday, you can see a pretty full place, especially at my location. And I know some of you have had the privilege to go into the 520 location and seen the amount of money, the amount of time, the amount of love we put into this area. Before I continue, I would like to say thank you guys for dismantling DDB. It's something that I think that needed to happen. I think that I was controlled primarily by one voting class, and it really diminished growth in the area. I know I was up there, and I was told by someone who sat here today to open up my wallet and pay for it myself. It's online. It was heard. I completely disagree with that. Those kind of policies or those kind of people to sit in any seat. This community needs to be grown by all of us, and it needs to be grown by all of us. That being said, today, ultimately, I'm here to address an elephant in the room that I think a lot of us are scared to address. I'm there constantly in the downtown block. I have my 3 businesses, and I see it constantly. People are scared to go to downtown. People are scared to go to downtown because of the Church of Scientology. Every regular customer I'll have there, they're terrified. I don't know why. I came here. I don't know if I don't really care what it is or what it has to do with anything, but I know that the people are scared. And it brings a really negative picture to the downtown area. I have to be there constantly reminding people that I'm not associated with the church or I'm not any kind of member of the church. People are scared to bring their children down there because of what we hear on the news. And I hate to say that, and I hate to bash any creed or anything like that. It's more of a standing of principle. I believe, like in North Korea, any place where you have someone who claims to be an enlightened despot, what has way too much political power, what tends to happen in our community is that in every single instant of that, there's promise of prosperity, promise of business being drawn down there, but all I see is closed buildings and a shell of a town. Fake storefronts where I see that the only people that actually put in money is me. I don't have that money to spend. And when it's a situation where the enlightened despot claims to be doing something virtuous, the only people that get hurt are the people that we're there to defend, and that is our women and children. And we are constantly reminded of that by every allegation that comes out of them and the news, time and time again. What I'm asking for you guys is to stand with us, stand with a community that wants to be built, wants to move forward and make this town what I believe to be great again. Prove to us that you're on our side. You're on the citizen side, the people's side. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. Well, I want to talk a little bit about why people are scared of coming downtown because of Scientology. But I also want to mention, I'm sorry that former Mayor Hibbard left the room. I found the letter that he's been sending around, reprehensible, filled with lies and distortions. But let's get back to the evil at hand, which is Scientology. Yeah, people are afraid to come down here. That's clear. And people have been unwilling to openly talk about that fact. The reason people are afraid is Scientology has built up a reputation purposely over the decades of being a not a turn the other cheek religion. And they've savagely attacked people who have spoken out about them. They have not taken people to court in a long time. And one of the reasons I ran for office is to show, listen, you could do a whole campaign where you're talking about David Miscavige and the way he runs this organization, and you'll be fine. I used to do videos with my friend Aaron. We would go to restaurants downtown and say, this is a great place to have a meal. Nothing's going to happen. No reason for you to be afraid. Scientology is not going to kidnap you. They're not going to do anything to you. What they do is interfere with business. And that has to stop. Not only leaving buildings empty for 8 years, but to then, when there is a business in a building they own, make it difficult for them to operate. There was one woman, Caroline, who used to be in charge of the Downtown Clearwater Merchants Association. I supported her. She called me her champion. I'm not opposed to Scientologists. They made it so difficult for her, she closed up her restaurant and left town. If she was here, I would have been appointing her to the new reformed DDB. But anyway, what I want to say is, don't be afraid. We're taking the downtown back. We're in that process. You've come down here to the park. You've gone to the concerts. It's been incredible. You've had a wonderful time. We just need to get businesses down here for you to enjoy. Nothing to be afraid of. We're going to make it more and more pleasant as we put up apartments, put up a hotel, put up more condos, and make this a more inviting place to live, work, and play. Thank you.